Welcome to Yoga with Jude. Sit in a comfortable cross-leg position, either easy cross or half lotus. If this is causing you any pain, then just kneel and place your palms on your knees. If it's possible and you're in easy cross, straighten your spine, center your chin, and begin to breathe deeply through the nostrils. Begin to focus your thoughts inwards. Notice how you feel today. Notice how your breath feels, the texture and quality of your breath as you inhale and exhale. Now concentrate on expanding the lower abdomen with each inhale. Releasing slowly with every exhale. Inhale, expand the belly. Exhale, release the belly. Try to follow my counts as we slow down and consciously extend the exhalations. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Every time your thoughts flash through your mind, just push them away and bring your attention back to your breath. As you inhale deeply through the nostrils, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Continue with 3 rounds of this quiet breathing. Inhaling deeply through the nostrils, exhaling deeply through the nostrils. And when you finish, place your hands at prayer position in the center of the chest. Sit up straight, roll the shoulders back and down, and begin your 3 rounds of conscious breath. We begin our class with Om, 3 heartfelt Om carrots. Om. Smile as you open your eyes. We begin with a gentle warm-up of the neck. Inhale. Exhale as the chin goes to chest. Inhale as the right ear goes towards the right shoulder. Exhale as you release the head round to the back and the left ear to the left shoulder. Inhale as you move the chin back to the chest. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Exhale as you release the head. Inhale, left ear to the left shoulder. Exhale, moving the chin to the chest. And now just start some gentle neck rotations, very slowly, clockwise direction. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Anti-clockwise direction, chin to chest. Exhale as the head goes round. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling, going at the speed that feels comfortable for you. And now we just start warming up our arms. So outstretch the arms. With an inhale, push the hands towards the shoulders. Lovely, strong work here. And now we're going to push our hands up by the side of our ears. Inhaling as you stretch up. Exhaling as you sweep the arms around. The wall's a little bit in my way. Inhale as we reach the hands up. Lengthen the spine. Exhale as the hands come down. Now it may be that you find it very difficult to get your hands very close to your ears, and if yours looks a little bit more like this, then that's absolutely fine. If you can, then squeeze the arms towards the ears. Don't hunch your shoulders like this with tension in the neck. Relax. Try and push those fingertips up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you come round. We're just going to do a gentle twist now. The right hand behind the back and the left arm on the right knee. Try and keep the arm nice and straight as you twist. Look over your right shoulder. Back round to center, hands back on the knees. Inhale as you stretch up. Exhale as you sweep the arms round, and now the left arm behind the back, the right hand on the shoulder, and as you twist, don't apply lots of pressure to the knee, but use your knee just as a little pivot, just to get round, look over the left shoulder. Excellent. Come back to center. Great work. So now you're going to sit in Dandasana. So completely straight. Ladies, just move the bottom muscles slightly just so that you're completely sat on your sit bones, and curl the toes in, engaging the quadricep muscles. So here in this Dandasana position, we're now going to inhale and raise our hands above our head and try and squeeze the arms towards the ears, elongating the spine and the neck as you go. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And we're just going to add a slight bit of dynamic work to this. So from this Dandasana position, you're going to place your left hand on the outside of your right foot and twist over looking at your right thumb. Inhale as you come back up to center. And this time you're going to place your right hand on the outside of your left foot and twist over and look at your left thumb. Back to center, raise your hands above your head. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Sweep the arms down. The last 2 warm-ups for today. So you're going to sit in the butterfly position. Place the soles of your feet together and begin to flap your butterfly. If you have very immobile hips, just go nice and slowly. No pressure. If you're feeling quite open, then start to flap your butterfly. And see if you can go nice and quickly. You'll feel that dynamic opening of the hip as you flap your butterfly. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And now, go back to your Dandasana position. So make sure that you move those sit bones. Curl those toes inwards. And we're just going to do one more twist. So lift the right knee. And see if you can place the sole of your foot up here in half lotus. If this is too much of a challenge, then just place the sole of the foot somewhere on the inside of the thigh, not over the knee. But if you can, then you're going to sit in this half lotus position. And from here, you're going to twist over towards the right hand side. Very similar to the previous twist, just slight difference, and warming up those knee muscles, knee joints. Back to center. Place both feet, dorsiflex the toes, and whichever variation you did on the right side, you're going to do exactly the same on the left. So you're going to lift the left leg, maybe placing the foot here. If you can, then all the way over. And now, right hand on the left knee and twist. Very nice. So, we're going to come up to seated. And we do that by, from our cross-leg position, we place our hands on the ground. And first of all, we come up onto our knees. You can do a nice little gentle hop backwards. So, your shoulders should be above your wrists, your hips above your knees. And this time, we're going to begin with some lovely cat-cows. I love cat-cows, they stretch my spine. As somebody who's previously had a bit of a lower back issue, I always make sure that I do some cat-cows just to warm up the spine. Inhale as you look up. Exhale as you suck in, curling round. Inhale as you look up. Exhale as you suck in. Inhale as you look up. Exhale as you suck in. And now from the neutral position, you're going to do the opposite hand and the opposite leg. So lift your left leg, try and get that completely parallel with the rest of your body. And meanwhile, inhale and raise the right arm. Try and keep your torso in one straight line, the spine extending nicely. 5 more seconds here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Exhale as you release. Hand down, leg down. Make sure your torso stays in one beautiful straight line. Inhale, raise the left arm and the left leg. Keeping the torso in one long line. the spine completely straight. No strain on the neck. 5 more seconds here. Inhaling and exhaling. First of all, release the hand, and then with an exhale, release the leg. And we're going to start with our sun salutations in just a moment. So before that, we need to do our first downward dog, walking the dog. So flip the toes around, come down into a lovely downward dog. Now for your first downward dog, you can begin to walk the dog backwards and forwards, warming up those leg muscles, and see how I push through each fingertip in my hand. And as I fold, I'm looking at my toes, I'm sucking in my core, I'm lengthening and extending the spine. Placing your toes together, your heels slightly apart. Just tuck in your tailbone, lift the kneecaps, engage the quadricep muscles. Root through each part of the foot. Suck in your core. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale deeply. Inhale as you reach the hands over your head, Hatha Yoga, and fold backwards. With an exhale, fold forwards all the way. On your next inhale, step the right foot back, flatten the back foot. With an inhale and an exhale, point those fingertips towards the ground, opening up the hips. Plant the hands, step the left foot back, toe balls together, Hatha Yoga. Chest, Ashtanga, Namaskara. Inhale into Bhujangasana, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale and exhale, back into Pala-asana. Step the left leg forward, back foot flattens, roll the shoulders back and down as you point the fingertips towards the ground. This time lean slightly back. Plant the hands, step the right foot forward. Fold forwards deeply. Inhale as you reach up, backward bend, Hatha Yoga. Samastati. Ready for the left side? So, shoulder blades back, pushing the shoulders together. Tuck in the tailbone, engage the quadricep muscles, lift the kneecaps. Inhale and exhale on a backwards bend. Exhale as you fold forwards deeply. Inhale as the left leg steps back, flatten the back foot. Slight bend in the back as you point those fingertips towards the ground. Exhale, hands go down, step the right foot back. You're in Pala-asana, push the heels towards the ground. A couple of deep breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Knees, chin, chest, Ashtanga, Namaskara. Inhale, Bhujangasana, engage the glutes. Flip the toes, put your back in Pala-asana. This time, step the right foot forward, flatten the back foot. Fingertips pointing towards the ground, slight back bend as you push those fingertips towards the ground. Exhale as you plant the hands, sinking into your forward fold, lengthening the spine. Inhale as you raise up, Hasta Uttanasana. Simastati. Okay, we're going to do the same sun salutation, but with a little variation this time, just to keep it fun. Shoulders rolled back and down. Inhale as you raise your hands towards the ceiling, slight back bend. Exhale, straight spine as you fold forwards all the way. Inhale as the right leg steps back. Push the fingertips towards the ground. Slight back bend. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back. Hatha Asana. This time, step the left leg forward and plant the back foot. And from here, come onto your right hand and slide bend to the left. Look up at your left thumb. Plant the hand as you step the left foot back. Down the facing dog. Now look up between your hands. Jump forwards, forward bend. Inhale as you raise up, slight back bend. Simastati. Ready for the left side? Roll the shoulders back. Engage the quadricep muscles, lift the kneecaps. Inhale as you raise your hands above your head, slight back bend. Exhale as you fold forwards with a straight spine. Inhale as you step the left leg back, fingertips pointing towards the ground. Feeling that opening in your hips as you inhale and exhale. Plant the hands, step the right foot back. You're in Hatha Asana. Take a few deep breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Step the right leg forwards, and this time the same variation. Flatten the back foot, and this time twist the right hand side, looking up at your right thumb. Come back around, plant the hands, step the right foot back. You're back in your Asana. This time look up between your hands, jump forwards. Feeling forward with an exhale. And with an inhale, straight spine, raise your spine. Slight back bend, Simastati. So we're going to try Virabhadrasana 3 today, which is a standing posture that you may know as Warrior 3. And so the most important thing for Warrior 3 is that you don't need to lock your standing knee. This is definitely not a good posture for anybody with a chronic knee or an ankle issue. So standing in mountain pose, you're going to step your left foot slightly back, and as I said, keep a slight bend in the standing forward leg. Now if you're a total beginner, make sure that you try and keep your torso facing the mat. So we're not going to open up our hip to the side. We're going to try and keep it facing down. And it's basically a pivot where as you tip the body forward, the leg is going to raise up, and you try and keep your hips square to the mat. And then when you've got your balance, you outstretch the hands and lengthen. Now for beginners, the best way to start this is to try by using a block. So you can place the block in front of your standing foot, keep a slight bend in the knee, and as you tip forwards, see if you can hold the block and see if you can find your balance using the block as a support. This is an excellent posture. Obviously, it stretches all the different parts of the leg, as well as the shoulders, the hamstrings, the back. So, from a lovely standing mountain posture, straighten the spine. Step the right leg forwards and see if you can tilt forwards, putting a very slight bend in the forward standing leg. And as you tip, try and get your body parallel with the ground, lifting the back foot, and see if you can keep your torso square to the ground. So if you're going to try this with a block, then feel free to do so. But otherwise, shoulders back, slight bend in the forward leg, tilt the foot up as the body comes down. Power stretch the hands. And see if you can stay for a few seconds to start with, and then build up to that little bit longer. And when you're ready, to try this on the left hand side. So slight bend in the left leg, and this time as you tilt the body forward, lengthen through the arms. Try to keep the hips square with the ground. I do find that it helps to stay at one fixed position, and just try a few seconds on each side to start with. Standing posture is going to be Bakasana or crane pose. So keep the right leg forward this time. And this is an excellent stretch. It actually improves your blood circulation, strengthens the hip and the leg. Be careful again if you have any knee injuries, hip injuries, ankle injuries. Okay, so keeping the right standing leg forwards. This time, you fold you place the hands on the ground next to the foot and lift the back leg, pointing the toes, trying to keep the torso in line with the standing leg. And you're going to stay here for a couple of seconds. And as you inhale, first of all, just come up with a straight spine, and then you can lower the leg, and then come up. Okay, so keeping both legs straight, same as the other side. You're either going to place the hands next to the foot, or you can grab the big toe. Both legs straight. As you tip forward, keep the spine straight. I had an old toe injury, so I'm just going to keep my hands to the side. And then you're going to tip forwards, pointing the toes and stretching the leg. Pushing it up as high as you can. Inhaling and exhaling. And as you come up, lower the back leg, expand the chest, lower down, and come up with a smile. We are going to have a go either at Vrikshasana, tree pose, so you're either going to place your foot on the inside of your foot here, just with the toes curling round, or you're going to lift it slightly higher so that the sole of the foot is on the inside of the leg, or if you can, you're going to place the sole of the foot on the inside of the thigh. And those of you that would like a bit more of a challenge, you are going to try Urdhva Eka Hasta Adha Baddha Padma Vrikshasana, which is a bound lotus position. So from here, you're going to start, just wiggle your legs, make sure you're nice and comfortable. And you're going to lift the right knee and place it. And if you can, you're going to see if your toes can come out of around the other side. If that's not possible, as I said, just go into the normal tree position. You're then going to lift your right hand, and you're going to see if you can wrap that hand around and see if you can take hold of your toes or your foot. And then from here, stare at one fixed point And raise the other hand as high as you can. And try and lengthen the spine, pointing that knee towards the ground. Inhaling and exhaling. Just keep staring at that fixed point, trying to get some balance. And when you're ready, you're going to release the top hand first of all. And you can release the bind. And then, as always, when we do our standing postures, we're going to lift the right knee up to our chest before lowering it down. Okay. Ready for the left hand side? So if you did tree on the other side, on the left leg, you're now going to do tree on the right leg. And if you'd like something a bit more, then you're going to have another go at Urdhva Ekahasta Baddha Padma Vrikshasana. So, lift the left leg, and then you're going to see if you can position that left leg so that the toes appear on the other side. Pointing the knees down, and haven't quite got myself in the right position. I find it's much easier to try and get the heel of the foot like as far in as you can. And oh dear. And then you're going to see if you can grab your big toe and keeping the body straight. Lift the right hand and lengthen. And again, it helps to just stare at one fixed point. It's not so easy when you're talking. Extra good. And you'll find that this is a great strengthening posture. Lengthening and strengthening. And again, you're going to lower that right hand down and release the bind. And then from this position, you're going to lift that left leg up before lowering down gracefully. You might need to give yourself a little shake off. Well done, super job. So we're going to start our seated positions for today. The first one we're going to do is Ardha Matsyendrasana, or half Lord of the Fishes pose. So from a seated position, your left leg is in seated and your right leg goes over the left. And then you're going to put your elbow on the inside of your right leg, sorry, the outside of your right leg. And then you're going to twist round to the right. So using this as a pivot, you can see that I'm using my arm to push against the right leg, and I'm also twisting round to the right. And then as I come out of that posture, I'm going to place my right foot on the ground. The left leg goes over the right. And then the right arm goes on the inside, on the outside of the left leg. I keep saying the wrong thing. The left arm behind your back, and using it as a pivot, you look over your left shoulder. Doing this posture exactly right, because that is what you're doing. You're massaging your internal organs, increasing blood flow to them, and you're also working your digestive system in this pose. I'm a huge fan of this pose, Ardha Matsyendrasana, and now we're going to do exactly the same but with a slight variation. So again, the left leg on the inside and the right leg over the left knee. And now we're going to place our hand behind our back and see if you can kind of grab your left thigh with the right hand. And then you're going to see if you can stretch out the foot and grab your ankle with your left hand and then twist to the right. So it's a really beautiful variation. back round to center. And then again, right foot, right leg on the ground, left leg going over the top. And this time, you're going to wrap your left arm behind your back, seeing if it can grab your right thigh, and push with your right hand, grab your right ankle, and then twist over to the left shoulder. Back to center, and we still haven't finished. So you're going to push the left leg into your left shoulder, really, pretty much into your left shoulder, and curl the toes on the right foot inwards. And then you're going to lean forwards and see if you can wrap your left arm behind your back, making contact with your right hand. So you're in a nice bind here, and pushing those toes towards your legs so that the leg contracts. You're going to exhale and see if you can fold. Inhale as you lengthen and come up. Exhale, release the bind. Stretch the left leg against the floor. The right leg folds up. So now, the right shoulder on the inside of the right leg as you come in for a deep bind. And it's okay if you're touching fingertips, you can use a belt here. The other option is, if it's easy to touch fingertips, then start to grab wrists. And if that's too easy, then just go slightly further up the arm. Point the toes inwards towards you, and then with your exhale, fold forwards. And you may find, like me, that you have way more flexibility on one side than the other. But that's just your body, and it's just the journey we're on. So just love it and embrace it. All the time lengthening and stretching. Stretch out the legs and sit in Dandasana and relax. Okay, so we're going to have a little go at Tadasana, or star pose. So just place the soles of your feet together. This is a forward bend, and you're going to end up making the shape of a star. So first of all, make sure that you're tilting from the hips rather than bending the spine, keeping the spine nice and straight and long. You're going to see if you can move your arms towards the ground, and then you're going to fold forwards with a straight spine and see if you can make that lovely star shape. The knees coming up and the arms down on the ground. And this is a beautiful hip opener as well as a forward bend. Stay here, relaxing into the posture for a second. And then as you come up, lead with the chin, nice straight spine as you come up. And now we're going to try Sukha Garbha Pindasana, or easy embryo in the womb pose. So sit with your legs up. And you're going to see if you can get your arms to go in the gaps between your legs. From here, with a straight spine, see if you can lift the feet together. And then when you get your balance, lift your hands and see if you can find a balance with a straight spine, lifting the legs. And I find this is a lovely one to do after the star, as I'm nice and open and I'm able to kind of sit up nice and tall. So you can make a nice little mudra with your fingers. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And then we're going to slowly release the feet. And the arms can come out. And you can sit back and seated. So we're going to try Bhuja Pidasana now. So you lift your feet so that they're about shoulder width apart. And then I like to wiggle my hands underneath my legs. And as you tip forwards, you use the strength in your arms to tip the body forwards and raise it off the ground. And then, if you can, you see if you can connect the toes. And stay here as long as you can. And then you lower the feet down, place the bottom on the floor, and release the hands back to seated. After our seated postures, we always do an inversion. And the inversion is basically any pose where the blood is rushing to your head. And I'm going to show you a nice and effective inversion that maybe isn't as challenging as a headstand or a handstand. So I'm just going to show it you now. So what I like to do is to start with your shoulders are going to end up over your wrists, and you're going to use the wall to make your inversion. So walk up the wall, and you're going to try and make a perfect right angle, and your head is going to be pointing down in between your hands, your shoulders over your wrists, your feet straight, flat against the wall, and you're going to use the wall to make your inversion. Suck in your core and stay. Obviously, if you're experiencing any kind of pain in your wrists, then do check your alignment, make sure your shoulders are over your wrists, make sure you're all in a great position for this. Try and root for each fingertip, so it's not putting undue pressure on anything. And you're going to stay here a little while, 5 more breaths. And I think this pose goes some way to get people over the fear of an inversion, because at first they can seem a little bit scary to those people that don't practice yoga. And then when you want to come down, just bend the knees, take a step down. And after an inversion, it's a very good idea to just come into either a nice child's pose or a rabbit pose. So I'm going to go into rabbit pose, bow my forehead on the ground, and my arms become my rabbit ears, just stretching off the spine. Close the eyes. And then very slowly come back up to seated. We're going to do Supta Virasana now, our back bend for today. So place your gastrocnemius, your calf muscles, to the side of your legs. If this is not possible, then you're going to use a block, and you're going to see if you can in some way lower yourself down, and the block is going to go in the center of where the shoulder blades meet, and you're going to see if you can get your back bend by placing the elbows down and releasing the head. So this is stage 1. If it's possible, then you're going to move your calf muscles either side of your feet. And then you're going to see if you can bend down. Now again, using a block is a great way to do this. You can place your elbows on the mat like this. And if it's possible, then you're going to see if you can roll yourself down onto the mat. And when you're here, try and shift so that the whole of your back is against the mat, if possible. And then, if you're comfortable, out, stretch the hands and flatten the back against the mat. And this is the wonderful yoga pose that is stretching your knee joints and your ankle joints. Just try and breathe deeply. If this is feeling really intense, then just come up slowly. I'm finding it fine, so my aim is just to get more of my spine against the mat as time goes on. And then coming out of this posture, you're going to release the hands back to the body. And you can place your hands on your ankles. And then you can use that to come up onto your elbows. And then from this position, it's nice and easy to come all the way up to a seated position. So from Virabhadrasana, what you're going to do is lower yourself forwards and find yourself on your stomach. Flatten the chest and the chin on the mat. Engage the glutes, your bottom muscles, and interlace the fingers behind the back, rolling the shoulders back away from your body, squeezing those shoulder blades together. On your next inhale, push the torso up, the hands go behind, point the toes, and you're going to do a slight back bend. So whereas our Virabhadrasana, the spine is quite neutral, here you can see there's a little arch in my back. As I release my chin to the mat, I release the hands by the side of my body. And this time, I'm going to come up into a nice wide-legged child's pose and move my torso and my forehead towards the mat. After every backward bend, we counteract with a forwards bend. And this is very important protection for the spine, so do keep bending forwards after a backward bend. We always counteract in yoga. Now, we're going to start our cool down for today. So what I'd like you to do is find yourself on your back. And you're just going to place your hands on the mat either side of your body, and you're just going to do a pelvic tilt, rolling the shoulders back. Lift up the pelvis as high as you can. It's difficult with my hair like this actually. And you might need to move your hair, ladies, if your hair's there. And you're going to relax the muscles in your neck, squeeze the glutes, and now you're going to squeeze your pelvic floor. Squeeze it as hard as you can. And release, lower down. So as we do our next pelvic tilt, I want you to imagine that you've got a big ball and you're squeezing that ball tighter and tighter and tighter. And when I get to the number 10, that should be the tightest you can possibly squeeze. Okay, so this is going to work your pelvic floor. It's very important for your health. So inhale as you raise the bottom and tilt the pelvis. Now imagine you're squeezing that ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As tight as you can. Exhale and release slowly. Okay, one more time. As tight as you can by the time you get to 10. Inhale as you raise the bottom of the pelvis and you're squeezing your pelvic floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think my facial muscles are showing how much I'm squeezing. And then lower down. And also it's very important with your pelvic floor that you do fast squeezes as well. So then we're going to practice those now. Inhale, reach the bottom off the ground and squeeze, release, 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 squeeze, release. And ladies, you should be practicing that every single day. Now open up the legs nice and wide. Hands inside the legs, grab the big toes and begin to rock the body from side to side now. And you can place your feet over your head. You can rock your spine back and forwards. Anything that feels lovely to you. Before cuddling in the knees and rocking the spine from side to side, backwards and forwards. Nice work. And we're going to begin now to focus on the beginning of our relaxation for today. So just a spinal twist, another little massage, and then we're going to go. So, place the feet on the ground, just by your bottom. And then you're going to outstretch the hands as if you're in a T position. Straighten the legs down. And then you're going to place your right leg over on the left hand side. And you're going to look over to your right. Keeping those shoulders flat on the ground. If you want more, you can see if you can grab your big toe while you look over to the right hand side. And walk that foot back to the other side. And then you're going to outstretch the left foot, place it over on the right hand side and look over to the right. And again, if you'd like more, oh, it's harder on that side for me, see if you can grab that big toe. Lovely relaxing feeling. And then just cuddling those knees, rocking backwards and forwards, massaging off any tension you may be feeling in the spine. And then you're going to see if you can lie on your mat. Now your heels should be away from the body at each corner of the mat. Your shoulders relaxed and down, palms facing up away from your body. Close your eyes as you begin to focus inwards. Begin to focus fully internally as you start to invite relaxation into the body. This is the time for you to focus completely inwards. Nothing will change in the next few minutes, but your mindset can change as you invite relaxation and calmness into the body. Sometimes it's difficult in Shavasana, in corpse pose, to stop thoughts coming in and out of the mind. But your job is to focus inwards. Focus fully inwards as you listen to my words and melt into your mat. Notice the points of contact that you have with the ground. the sides of your feet, maybe your ankles, your lower shins and your legs, the backs of your thighs, your bottom, some parts of your back, your shoulders, the backs of your arms, your lower arms and the backs of your hand. Each point of contact is restoring your balance with the earth as you sink into your mat, feeling the relaxation of this Shavasana after your hard work today. And now your job is to silence the mind, focus fully inward, and relax your body. We must prioritize our relaxation. It is the most important pose of yoga. Focus on each part of the body. Notice any part that has any pain, any feeling of discomfort, and draw your energy to that part. Tell that part to relax, keeping the body completely still. Begin to relax each and every part of the body. Relax your lower limbs. Relax your tummy. Relax your bottom. Relax your back. Relax your arms. Relax your neck. Relax the back of your head. And now relax the facial muscles, the tongue and the jaw. With every single breath in, invite relaxation, and with every breath out, let go of tension. If thoughts are coming back to your mind, focus inwards, control your mind, and focus all of your efforts back to keeping each breath a breath of relaxation and each exhale a breath of release. And now, set your sankalpa, your positive affirmation. Maybe it's going to be something small, something like being kinder to somebody, giving somebody the benefit of the doubt, making more time for yourself. Or maybe it's going to be a bigger idea. Maybe you're going to be more positive. Maybe you're going to be kinder to yourself. Maybe you're going to love yourself more. Focus all of that attention on that positive affirmation, your sankalpa, something that you would love to change. You have the power to change. And as you inhale and invite relaxation, exhale, let go of any self-doubt, any stress that you're feeling. Be grateful that you found yourself on your mat today, that you've taken this time to prioritize yourself and your relaxation. And slowly begin to deepen the breath. Take big inhale, big exhale. Invite small movements into the body, drawing the arms and legs closer together. Slowly and in your own time, roll onto the right hand side, into the fetal position where we started life. And again, take some deep oxygenizing breaths. Slowly and in your own time, come up to seated in a cross-legged position. Keeping the eyes closed and the spine completely straight. We chant Om Shanti 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 to wish you peace. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Rub the palms together, generate some warmth, place them gently over your eyes. Slightly open your fingers and use this to soften the light as it comes back to your awareness. Thank you for watching my class today. I wish you peace and happiness. Namaste.